The band feels really good about it.
Keith Richards was ready for Paul McCartney to finally join the Rolling Stones in the studio. The legendary UK rock band teamed up with the former Beatle for the song Bite My Head Off on the new album Hackney Diamonds. And Richards opened up to Matt Wilkinson on Apple Music, one for a new interview about the collaboration. "I felt that it was bloody time," said the 79-year-old Rolling Stones guitarist of working with McCartney 81 for their first official collaboration. "I've known Paul for 60 years, just about. Although him and John Lennon did do a few backup vocals with us in the 60s. Great fun to play with." Bite My Head Off features McCartney on bass guitar and appears on the Rolling Stones' first album of new material since 2005's A Bigger Band. "At the end of it, I just said, well, that's just like the good old days," Richards recalled of the Hey Jude singer-songwriter's studio session with Mick Jagger, Ronnie Wood, and himself. Hackney Diamonds, which dropped Friday, also boasts guest appearances from Stevie Wonder and Lady Gaga on the song Sweet Sounds of Heaven. Elsewhere in the Apple Music One interview, Richards detailed how the two superstars joined forces with the Rolling Stones. "The thing is, it was such a spontaneous and organic session. We knew that Stevie was coming by, and I think Gaga only dropped in because she happened to be working in a studio across the hallway and just walked in," recalled the guitarist. He continued, "Playing with Stevie is always mind-blowing, and I thought that lady did an incredible job, man. She snaked her way in there and took it over and gave the session as good as she got with Mick, and it was great fun." The Rolling Stones' latest body of work also marks its first, since drummer Charlie Watt died at age 80 in August 2021 following an undisclosed illness. Two of the album's 11 songs, Mess It Up and Live by the Sword, were recorded before his death and feature his musical contributions. The rest of the project utilizes Steve Jordan, who previously played drums in the John Mayer Trio and on television shows including Saturday Night Live and Late Night with David Letterman. Charlie had an incredible stamp on what he did. I'm actually at the moment still saying, thank God there's a Steve Jordan, because Charlie Watts recommended Steve to us many years ago, said Richards, noting that Jordan was about the only other guy that I could think that could fill that spot, man. The guitarist explained what it's like to perform without Watts following decades with the late drummer. "Steve and I have been laughing that sometimes on the last couple of tours every now and then, and I turn around and for some reason I expect to see Charlie," he said. Richards added, "I guess because sometimes Steve can play so much like Charlie that I'm fooled that I turn around, and there's Steve Jordan. We play around with that. But hell, early days. Steve's only been with us 2 years. This band's been going 60.